Hello and welcome to Designing with Paige. I am here today to share my October project using my dies. Each month on the 20th we do a video showing you what we created using dies from our stash. So I'm going to first show you a little bit. I'm going to bring this basket over here. So I finally got a chance to create a tissue box using the dies from AliExpress that I can't remember what store it was now. Anyway, they were created for one of the stores, and I just wanted to show you a little bit about what this stuff I have cut on in here is for some that I'm planning on making as Christmas gifts. So I just wanted to show you some of the things you can do. You don't have to necessarily use just the things that come with the dies, the die set. So this die set's been out for quite a long time, so I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it, probably already have it. This is the top part that actually cuts out to make the hole for the chimney. And then you have your layering pieces, which I think is so awesome because you don't have to then cut it down. This is for the front and back part of it, so the roof. And let me see, I was wrong. This one, okay, so there's two of them with a hole. But what you do is, so one's for one side of the roof and the other one's for the other side of the roof, and then they go together like this. So what you do is you leave that paper in, or you're gonna cover this one with pattern paper. So you won't see the hole, you'll only see the hole on the one side where the roof goes. And then here's another piece. This is the side pieces, what do they call them, gables? Not quite sure, can't remember. Here is the door. Let me see. I think there is another piece to the door. Oh, here it is. Here's the door. So here's the door, and then this is another piece you can put over the top of the door. Then it also has windows and layering pieces. I actually used them for to cut, because I cut my windows out in styrofoam, or not styrofoam, in a foam board, and then I layered the plastic stuff over the top of it so that it looked like a real window, and then you can cut them out in, I did that also because like in making shakers, if you cut them out so that they're thicker, then you don't have to use the double-sided tape to hold them on. You just glue that down, and I also put some lace in there to make it look like curtains. So anyway, that's some of the parts of it. Okay, like I said, I'm sure most of it. So I went through, because I'm making several of them as Christmas gifts, I wanted to see if I couldn't change it up some. So what I did was I went and I found the dies that I have that are fences, and I'll show you what I'm talking about as far as fences when I show you the project. So I found this one here. There's a die that goes with this, and the thing about this one was it worked perfect right across. I mean, it was the, let me see if I can get this back here again. So it was perfect to fit on all four sides. So that fence was I really liked that. So you can see I cut out a lot of those. I also cut out this one, which is taller, more of a white picket type fence, and again out of foam board, because the truth is you don't even need to paint this unless you want to have a white. You could have like a whitewash effect, so you could paint it and then rub it and make it look kind of whitewashed. So I cut those out for my next ones. I also decided to change up some windows, and so I cut out some of my windows from my stash, and so I might end up using these windows with some shutters. So I cut some of those in foam board. I cut out some different doors that I had in my stash. So like I say, you don't have to use exactly what comes with it. So I cut out these doors to make, and when I finish my ones I'm making for the holidays for gifts, I will actually come on and show you them finished. But I just wanted to show you some of the ways that you can. Here's one of the windows I have in my stash, die cut. It's got a cat and a flower pot. So what I can do is cut the cat out in a different color, and the pot and the flowers on a different color, and then paper piece them on there, and have you know, an image that shows through. So these are the ones that come with it. They come in two different sizes. They come in the large and the small. And so there's lots of things you can do and use from your own, use your imagination. So it's really a cool thing. And the one I made is one that it's just my sample. So it's not, I just kind of put it together. I tried to make it look halfway presentable. It sits on my craft, it's going to sit on my craft desk. But let me show you real quickly what I did. So this is the one that I created. I decided to just use some wood grain paper for this one. I didn't do a whole lot of decorating on it, but I did want to decorate it up some just to kind of see what it was going to look like. Are these called gables? Or anyway, these I cut out, I think I cut them out 3 times and then glued them together so that they would be a little bit thicker. But you could also cut these out in foam board and then paint them, which I might try to do for the ones that I'm going to create, and just paint them instead of having to cut them out, and that way they'll kind of be off of the house itself. I put some lace behind the windows here just to give it a little change up. I did use the door. I took a wooden button and glued it on to as a doorknob. This is a little dog die cut from my stash. These are flowers and some grass just from my stash. Now this is the fence I used on this one, and I think if I did it again I would probably cut off the bottom post down here because it goes up a little bit. It's just a little too high. Also, I do like them cut out in the foam board versus just in the paper. I like to make it look, I think it looks look a little bit more realistic. Now see what I'm talking about as far as the fence. So you could actually put a tree, you know, here. And also it is away from the house, so it's not having to be glued to the down so much. You would only have to glue, say, the sides and across the bottom and up. You could leave it to where you could actually stick your other, like a tree branch or tree limb, I mean a tree trunk down in there. So you know, I like this idea. Of course these all pop out. These are just the pieces from in there. And in this one I did insert a little cat in the window back there. I glued it on before I did that. Here is the back. It's kind of, that was the other thing. I thought maybe with foam board it was kind of hard to keep this side's glued, here to the roof part. They seem to come up, but then again, you know, you have to, this is just my practice one I created for this video, and so that I could, you know, see what it was going to look like. And then here's the back. I just put a window in the back. But there's so many things you could do. It's so easy to put together, a lot of fun to play with. I'm definitely going to want to make more and give them away, because I just think they're such a great, they'll be such a great gift. The ones I'm creating for the holidays, I'm kind of trying to go with colors that I know that the people that are going to receive them like, and what kind of they have in their house and stuff, so that they doesn't look too out of place, you know. But anyway, so that's my project. Tell me if you have done this and if you've made one, and I'm curious to know if you know, you found something else, because you know, we all should give each other those little hints of, oh, I found this works better, or this doesn't work, because that's how we are able to come together and learn from each other. So anyway, that is my house that I created, and I am going to create a Christmas one too. I think I have to do a Christmas one, and I think even a fall one. I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to create one for each of the holidays and then have them, you know, displayed on my my desk. But I think it'd be kind of fun. So thanks everybody for watching. Please go check out Paige's video and see what she's created. I believe she's going to be using the new die set and stamp set she just got. So I'm very excited to see it. So thanks everybody. Have a blessed day.